Good afternoon. How are you? Happy solstice and Sagittarius new moon. Okay, now if you know me, you know that I love the energy of Sagittarius, and maybe that's because, it's in my chart prominently, but I really love this energy. And so many times I've said over this year, oh my gosh, this is an important new moon. This is an important new moon. This is an important new moon. This is the last new moon before we head into the year of the horse, the fire horse, 2026, which I'll be back to speak more on. However, I want you to really sit in the energy of this new moon. You see, like I've been saying, 2025, from the very beginning, 2025 was the year of the snake, and it was a 9-year, a really significant year in an initiatory process. And in that initiatory process, my goodness, we grieved, we gave up, we let go. There were things that were coming from all over. And this new moon is going to highlight even more so some of the things that we need to get rid of or we need to let go. So what I'm going to say to you right out and right up front, that the energy of this new moon is for those of us who were courageous enough to let things go, to give up the things that we've been dragging around with us for years. This new moon will make great sense to you if you have done the work of release, or I like to say, have been entertaining and sitting with the spirit of release. If you are one of those brave ones, then this new moon is going to make ultimate sense to you. As a matter of fact, it's going to be a very important new moon for you. The rest of us who haven't done the work, who haven't released that burden, who haven't encouraged the spirit of release, who haven't encouraged the spirit of grief, who haven't sat with grieving, well, this is going to be a hard new moon for you because it is squaring Neptune, and Neptune is the planet of illusion, deception, idealism. So you may still be living in that world, and this new moon is certainly going to make it challenging because you may see some of those things actually crashing and around you. But I'm not going to talk about that. I am going to talk about those of us who have done the work and understand that grief and life are inextricably tied together. Right? As we live, there is grief. And so we have mastered, or we have begin to learn how to live with grief. I don't think we'll ever master it, but certainly we have learned to live with the process of dying off. And so with this brand new moon, it is a beautiful time for us to focus on the grief that we've gotten, the things that we've gotten rid of, but also this beautiful newness of spirit that's coming in. Now, I want to talk about this new moon by speaking about the liver. Why the liver? Well, the liver is ruled by Jupiter, who's also Sagittarius' ruling planet. And when I'm teaching the liver, here are a few things that I like to reference when I teach my apprenticeship program. And so the first thing that I want to talk about is your liver is an organ that mobilizes. It mobilizes energy. It sends energy to the body so that the body can respond in fight or a fright situation. So it stores energy and then it releases it when necessary. So the first thing I want to say, if the liver is mobilizing, what it's saying to us, get moving, get moving, get unstuck, get whatever the situation is that has got you stuck. It is time to mobilize. It is time to move. Actually, it has been time. It has been time to mobilize and move out of whatever situation has you stuck. The other thing that I like to point out is the liver is detoxifying. The liver cleanses quarts of your blood each hour to make sure that you have a clean blood supply being sent to your organs. Your liver is detoxifying. It really is about release. The liver stores. The liver stores our emotions. Literally, the liver stores all your vitamins and your minerals, but your liver also stores spiritually your emotions and your disappointments. Your hurts, your disappointment, your anger is all stored in the liver. The liver releases bile, which is a natural laxative that works to clean your body. It is time to let shit go, right? Let this natural laxative that it produces, bile, also call you into letting the shit go. This is not the time. This is not the moment. This will not be the year that we will be carrying around hurts that happened last year, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, yesterday, last week. Let shit go. The liver is also ready for expansion. The liver is what expands, teaches us. The energy of the liver is an expansive one. It teaches us about expansion. What that says is that as we let go, we create room for a more and more and more expansive life. So this is not about those who live small, nor this is not about those who live in fear. We are self-governing, and we understand that upon release of the shit, we will create room for more expansion and more courageous action. The liver has a unique ability to regenerate and proliferate new cells. This organ of the body is able to regenerate itself up to 70%. It is able to regenerate after damage, and so are we. We can rise from damage. We can regenerate our entire lives at will. We can regenerate cell by cell by cell in our body, but moreover, we can regenerate our entire lives. This is not a time to get stuck in the old because you're afraid of what will be in the new. You can regenerate your whole entire new life. And this is a beautiful thing because you can always begin again to create the life you want. Don't listen to folks that you are too old, you are too this, you are too that to begin again. You can begin again courageously at any time and proliferate an entire new world. You know, the liver protects you. It is also a vital part of your immune system by its work that it does with cleansing the blood. So this is the time that you are going to shield yourself after freshly coming out of an initiation. Some of our initiations are so fresh. We are still wrapped in our burial cloth. We are coming out of that initiation. And in times like these, you need protection. This is where you will be ministered to by angels. You are surrounded by your guides. You are surrounded by divine spirit. You are surrounded by your ancestors as you have walked through this path of death and giving up and releasing and letting go. Many of us are still grieving and are still wrapped, right? And know that you are not left alone, that you are being protected through this time, right? And so upon this, after the release, after the initiation, you're in line for your inheritance. And with this Sagittarius full moon being gifted to us by Jupiter, who is the most benevolent planet, is gifting us with benevolency our inheritance. So we can begin to see clearly now, after coming out of the initiation, a glimpse at our new life, a glimpse at our new inheritance, a glimpse of what 2026 can offer us. And that is the energy of surrender and being ministered to by angels. You know, if you are missing this energy of Sagittarius, get yourself a good Sagittarius friend, get yourself some Sagittarian energy. You know, my astrology teacher taught me that if we're lacking a certain energy for planet, we're often drawn to those people. So therefore, you're probably drawn to some Sagittarians in your life right now who will not, let me tell you, a good Sagittarian friend will not see you wallow in self-defeat and sadness. They have a vision, they have a jovial attitude, they're able to see the expansiveness of you and are able to pull you out of that space. So get you a good Sagittarian friend if you need to at this time. I'm going to speak over on YouTube about the plants. I'll see you there. Bye. So the plants that I'm recommending for this journey that you may be working with, the first one that I want to recommend is oak. I love having oak trees on my property. And one of the things that I love to do is take an oak leaf bath. Oak is beautiful, beautiful medicine for when we're wanting strength, when we're wanting wisdom, when we're wanting endurance, and when we're wanting protection. Because as I've said, this is the season right after the initiation that you may be needing protection. This is the season that you may be needing strength with this winter solstice upon us. You may be needing some strength to winter and get through the season until the spring. And oak is such a great ally. The next one I want to talk about is chicory root. I love to work with chicory root at this time. You could use it as chicory root coffee. You can drink it instead of a coffee, so it could be a great coffee substitute. It is great for removing obstacles and opening opportunities for you, attracting wealth, attracting abundance, attracting favors from divine people. This could be a great herb for you to use is chicory root at this time. The last herb that I'm going to recommend is milk thistle. Milk thistle has the energy of our Divine Mother Mary or Miriam. This is the energy of compassion and self-discipline. And so if you're struggling with self-discipline at this time, milk thistle could be really lovely. It is also great for breaking habits, right? Because it offers to us self-discipline, which allows us to create plans and to stick by your plans coming into the Capricorn season, but create plans and to stick by that plans. So let me know which of the herbs below, first of all, let me know if you like this channel, please subscribe. And also let me know which of the herbs do you have or you're excited to use or you're thinking about using at this time. Until we talk again, take great care of yourself. I'm sending you so much love on this winter solstice. I'll see you again. Take care. Bye.